Well, well, what do we have here? You spent all this time, all this money, and yet after all this time, here you are, still here, chasing your identity around like a dog chasing its tail. My only question is this. Do you like your prize? I sure hope so. And I hope they remember you. Not because of the legacy, or lack thereof, that you left behind, but because should the second crash occur and the world begins to settle, you will be remembered as an example. An example of what not to do. He was right.
認めるよ、真人。俺はお前だ。俺はお前を否定したかった。お前の言ったことなんて知らねえよって。なのかもしれない。きっと俺は大きなそれがこの戦いの俺の役割なんだ。
You know, it's only been about, a couple days since a big gaming company decided to screw over a bunch of people. Yeah, it's only been a couple days, and Microsoft, or I should say Xbox, well, no, both in this situation, literally came in and said, hey, hold my beer, PlayStation. I'm going to show you how to really biff it in this situation. So if you haven't been kept up with what's going on in the game industry, we're going to go ahead and dive right into that very soon. But I want to make sure that you got yourself a nice little snack and a nice little drink before we dive right into this. And hey, if you enjoy this type of content and you want to leave some feedback for me, go ahead and leave a like and comment in the comment section. I always like talking to you guys. And hey, your guys' feedback is always important to me because it makes me a better creator. And you know what? If you enjoy this type of content, like my rants, the assault content, my reviews, which I will be doing very soon, subscribe to the channel because I'm trying to get to 10K and I'm trying to give myself more of a reason to upload more content. So you know what? If you do that, you get more content from Gara. Other than that, fam, let's just go ahead and dive right into the content. Now, if you haven't been paying attention to the last couple of days, what's been going on with Xbox, 2 key studios have been shut down. Arcane Austin and Tango Gameworks, and those names right there should really sound familiar to you. And if you're not really familiar with them, well, if you're not familiar with Arcane Studios at least, well, these games should be familiar, kind of like ringing a bell in your head right now. Is Dishonored, the Dishonored series, Prey, and Wolfenstein Youngblood, well, the Wolfenstein series, I should say in this situation, Deathloop, and the one famous game that my audience members knows that I just hate with a damn passion, Redfall. Now, if you're not familiar with Tango Works, well, this one should really ring a bell in your head. Ever heard of a series called The Evil Within? Ghost of Tokyo? Yeah, those are the developers that developed those games. And a recent game that came out that won Microsoft and Xbox an award for this game, Hi-Fi Rush. Keep that in mind for a second, you know. Hi-Fi Rush was a really good fucking game. I mean, it kind of sucks I couldn't get into it, but, you know, I got to put respect on Hi-Fi Rush because that game was fucking baller. Now, you may be sitting there thinking to yourself, nah, Gara, come on, man. Microsoft wouldn't close these people down. They make fantastic games. They can make banger on these titles. Right?
Wrong!
You know, you would think that, you know, over the course of the years, the past 10 decades, that Microsoft has been dealing with 343, how they've been handling the Halo franchise, you know, they think they would give another chance to these studios. No. No, 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 they didn't. No, no, they just canceled them because one of them had a very, very bad game, and the other studio had a very, very successful game. And spoiler alert, Aaron Green, never trust that fucking squirrel ever again. Hi-Fi Rush was a big hit for us, and our players in all key measurements and expectations. We're gonna be happier with what the team at Tango Gameworks delivered with this surprise release.
So that was a fucking lie.
Like, fam, I'm sorry, but I'm the type of person to like show like common decency to the common person. But if you're gonna lie to me straight in my face like this, like you did the first time that the Xbox is so powerful it could do 60 frames and 120 frames, that's gonna be the baseline, then no, you don't deserve common courtesy in this situation. You lied to me straight to my face for the second time in a row. And this is where it just goes all out of the fucking window. Yeah, I won't fucking flame you or anything, but any type of trust that you think that you deserve is, well, that trust is gone. You've fucked it up. It's gone. And you know, I was going to have this on stream where I was going to absolutely lambast the shit out of Xbox for doing some stupid things like this. But then this article right here came out and was just, you know, out to the public, and then some people brought it to my attention. I just looked at them like, yeah, you know what? This deserves a video. No, fuck the live stream. We're going to do a video. Microsoft says it needs games like Hi-Fi Rush the day after killing its studios.
Shall we?
Hold the phone.
So let me get this straight. After canning the studio that developed Hi-Fi Rush, one of your highest and most qualitiest games, and mind you, the most least buggiest game I have played from you guys in maybe the last fucking decade, you can these people for the hard work that they actually put into this game? Are you fucking kidding me, Microsoft? How fucking dense are you? How fucking dumb? No wonder this company's failing because of dumbass decisions like this. Like, are you kidding me? This is how you do it? This is how you conduct business? No, somebody give me the fucking power of leadership at that fucking company. I could do so much better than what this company could do by miles. And you know what? I'm going to stick up for Arcane Studios in this situation too. Yeah, the developers that made Redfall. Gar standing up for people at Redfall? Oh, what timeline are we in? No, I'm going to stick up for them in this situation. Because you know what? At least with these people, at least with those people that did not want to make that fucking game in the first place. But what did Microsoft do in this situation? They forced them. They forced them to develop the fucking game in the first place. Not like develop a game like Dishonored 3, a follow-up to Prey. No. Let's make a shitty live service game that nobody's going to give a shit after a year, and that's going to die immediately. Oh, and look at that. It did die out. Look at that. Look at the DLC. Oh, yeah, those people that spent the money on that, yeah, they're not getting their refunds, mind you. But what you're telling me, Microsoft, is that those studios right there deserve to be shut down. Not 343 and the old guard that was there, the management that was fucking Halo up for the past 10 decades. The people that were in charge did not even care about Halo. I thought that was a rumor, but I went through like some old videos to find some like interviews, and they said that they don't care. They didn't care about Halo. You're fucking kidding me, Microsoft. You're going to get rid of people that actually had some passion and gusto towards the game industry, and you fucking did, and you got rid of them, but you didn't get rid of the people that obviously didn't give a fuck and to keep the Halo franchise alive. Not to get rid of those people in the first place, but you got rid of the people that actually had some gusto. Are you Microsoft, you are so incompetent. You make Sony seem like the master race of the consoles. Holy fuck. I have never seen a fumble this hard since since the fucking Xbox One with you, Microsoft. And you know what really surprises me? Well, not really surprised me in this situation, because probably she was saving her ass in this situation. The president of Xbox, mind you, keep this in mind, was pushed on this question, and this is what she had to say.
I think one of the things that was most upsetting both to Xbox gamers and to employees is that, one of the shuttered studios in particular just created a hit game, did really well on Game Pass in terms of engagement, and won a ton of awards. Shouldn't succeeding in that way ensure the future of a studio?
You know, one of the things I really love about the games industry is it's a creative art form. And it means that the situation and what success is for each game and studio is also really unique. Like there's no one size fits all to it for us. And so we look at each studio, each game team, and we look at a whole variety of factors when we're faced with sort of making decisions and trade-offs like that. But it all comes back to our long-term commitment to the games we create, the devices we build, the services, and ensuring that we're setting ourselves up to be able to deliver on those promises.
Now, if you've been paying very, very close attention to her body language in this situation, there should be a screaming alarm going off in your guys' head saying, oh God, it's not her fault that this situation happened. It's one higher up position that actually pushed this whole shit into a huge shit pile. I'm going to go ahead and put money on this situation that it's coming straight from Microsoft. Not Phil Spencer, not anybody higher up than Sarah Bond at Xbox. No, it's from Microsoft. I'm going to bet money on this situation. Now, you may be sitting here thinking to yourself, Gar, what makes you lead to that conclusion? Well, see, if you remember, there's a certain company that, Microsoft or Xbox bought about a year ago, about two, that's taken fucking forever. Remember, they bought Activision Blizzard King, and we all know Microsoft is very money hungry in this situation. So they're not happy in the situation saying, you know what? This pool is not filling up fast enough with all that $69 billion that we spent on Activision Blizzard in that situation. We need to trim this fat a little better in this situation. So what companies could we get rid of in this situation? You better hurry up before we have your fucking job in a vice grip and, splatter it everywhere. So you better hurry up. Chop, chop. And you know what really pees me off in this situation? This is the same mistakes that we're going through over and over again, Microsoft. Or I should say Xbox in this situation. This is the same problems that we're going through yet again. Remember Lionhead Studios, fam?
Developer Lionhead.
We acquired Lionhead in 2006, shut it down in 2016. A couple years later, we reflected back on that experience. What did we learn? How do we not repeat our same mistakes?
You acquire a studio for what they're great at now, and your job is to help them accelerate how they do what they do, not them accelerate what you do.
And everybody wonders why Gara has a hate boner for Xbox. Yeah, this is the reason why. And it's just not just fucking Xbox in this situation. It's PlayStation and Nintendo. Such great fucking franchises that are being ruined by corporate greed because they can't pull their heads out of their asses and budget correctly. It's not the developers' fault in this situation. It's management. And I hope to God the developers that got fired from these incompetent fucks' decision, I hope they find jobs, because you know what? I would love to support Tango Works because they did an absolute fantastic job with Hi-Fi Rush and the previous titles. Hell, even with Arcane Studios too. They did a fantastic job with their titles, and I would love to find a way to how to follow them and support the titles that they may come out with, because you know what? Honestly, I love the titles that they came out with. But again though, Microsoft, really? Really? You're going to get rid of these people, but not like bad actors like 343 with their old guard? And you know what? I found something interesting too. Let me read this off for you quickly. I think it's from IGN. I can't remember. I spoke to two former longtime Xbox employees separately, and both lamented the current state of the business. One told me prior to this week's awful studio closures, I had lengthy conversations with a bunch of Xbox founders, and we all came to the same conclusion. It's no longer Xbox, but Microsoft Gaming. And you know what the jacked up part is? I agree with the founders in that situation. It's no longer about gaming. It's about making profit as much as you can. These corpos had invaded Xbox and have corrupted them from the inside. It's no longer about, you know what? Let me make the funnest game that I could possibly can for this audience members so we can, make a fan base and we can actually make money second. No, it's profit first, then how much money we skim off of these people once again, and screw the fun to being the fifth priority in this situation. That's how it is with them these days. And you know what? Frankly, to be honest, I'm fucking this close from canceling my membership with Game Pass. Because if Microsoft and Xbox don't get their shit together, I'm going to write them off like I do Ubisoft. Not kidding at all. I will fucking do it, and you guys know I will. And I'm going to encourage everybody that's in the Xbox ecosystem right now, get the fuck out of there. Go buy yourself a PC. Don't be in my comments complaining, oh, it's too fucking pricey to buy a PC. No, it's not. No, it's not. If you could build your own PC, you can dramatically cut it down. And I'm pretty sure that if you pay attention close on the fucking internet, that which you are on all day long, I'm pretty sure you can find a pre-built that's pretty fucking cheap that can run all the games that you want to your content heart. And you know what? You won't be locked down to the ecosystem that's on Xbox anymore. You'll have all this freedom to play all the games you want. Yeah, here's also a thing though too. Can anybody in the Xbox ecosystem play Transformers Follow Cybertron or War for Cybertron? No, because they removed access to it? Because you can't purchase that game anymore and play it? Oh, you don't have access to the 360 version anymore because Microsoft fucked up with the backwards compatibility? Uh-oh. I guess if you were on PC around the time and you bought those games, yeah, they were yours. And there's another way to get those games too, but I'm not going to say it because, well, you know, Activision or Microsoft might look at this video as like, yeah, no, we're going to copyright strike this video. No, you ain't getting away with this, Gara. But like I said, switch to PC. It's in your best interest, guys. I know I don't like pushing this stuff on you, but please, for the sake of God, of your own gaming libraries and your own fucking sanity in this situation, switch to PC and cancel your memberships on Xbox. And you know what? Put your Xbox aside for about a year or two, and if Microsoft and Xbox don't change, don't go back. Just stay on PC. That's the best advice I could give to you, fam. But anyway, if you made it this far, thank you very much. I really appreciate it. And you already know to do all that solid stuff. Trying to get to 10K by the end of this year. You guys already know. So you know what, fam? Thank you guys very much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. And fuck Xbox. It's corrupted.